Hey everybody, it's Jimmy Grapponi here with Costello. Jimmy Grapponi here with Costello Real Estate Investments and the CLT Life home team at Costello Real Estate. And today, I just want to go over the Charlotte market report for September, the most recent stats that we have available as far as what's going on in the market activity in the housing market here in the Charlotte area. So as it's been for quite a while, it is still a seller's market. We're down to 1.3 months of inventory that's currently available right now in the Charlotte region, which is just bonkers right now. That's down 50% year over year over what we were at last year when we had about 2.6 months of inventory, which is still a very strong seller's market back then. But even though it's such a strong seller's market and a lot of the numbers that we see are down year over year, the big one that's up, and it's way up, is pending sales. So when we look at the numbers, the year-over-year numbers, we're looking at what happened, this past week in 2020 versus what happened a year prior to that in 2019. And one thing that's astounding is that pending sales, and this is for the week ending in September 19th. I'm using the most recent stats from the Canopy Realtor Association, but pending sales were up over 38% year over year from this time in September of 2019. That means that there's a ton of transactions going on right now. Buyer demand is extremely strong. It's been strong throughout the year. Obviously, with COVID, there was some uncertainty in the market earlier in this year, especially going back into March and April. And I think buyers and sellers both kind of got skittish a little bit when it all first hit. And buyers were the first ones to gain confidence and come back into the market. I would say about 2 months into the pandemic, and sellers seem to get more confident as far as getting back in the market a couple months after that. So we're in a situation right now where inventory levels are still really low because there was just a dearth of new listings coming to hit the market. There was a gap of a few months where there just weren't many people that were putting their homes on the market. And then a lot of those homes were bought, and we're just at a point right now where we're trying to build that inventory back up, and it's hard to do because there's such strong buyer demand. Now, as a seller, that's great news because home values are appreciating. Homes that are in good condition, that are priced right and that show right, are getting multiple offers lots of times, and that's driving up prices as well. It's causing the appreciation. And for buyers, it can be tough sometimes for buyers being in a multiple offer situation where it gets competitive and you're essentially bidding against other potential buyers. But interest rates are so low right now, and Charlotte's just Charlotte's a very attractive place, throughout the Charlotte region, and particularly in the areas where I work the most, which is in South Charlotte, Union County, Fort Mill, Indiana, South Carolina, and in the Charlotte, South Charlotte area. These areas are in such high demand that you get a good listing and the house just can't stay on the market right now. And I targeted those areas, but up around Lake Norman, throughout the Charlotte region, you're seeing this, where so many people are wanting to move into the Charlotte region. And interest rates are so good right now. People are getting rates under 3% fairly commonly right now. And that's increasing buyers' buying power. It's also causing prices to go up a little bit. So it's a weird situation where it's a good time to be a buyer and a good time to be a seller as well. I want to leave you with this as well. And this is from the Canopy Realtors Association report. I'm just going to read from the screen. In the latest National Association of Home Builders Wells Fargo Housing Market Index report, which came out this week, home builder confidence in the market for newly built single-family homes rose 5 points from 78 in August to 83 in September, tying an all-time high in the 35-year history of this index, meaning they've been tracking this stuff since 1985, and 83 is the highest number in the confidence index that they've ever scored, and that's what we're currently at right now. So it goes on to say, while lumber prices are up 170% from mid-April earlier this year, which adds more than $16,000 to the price of a typical new single-family home, strong demand by home buyers has buoyed builders' outlook. So again, it's a strong market that we're in right now. It's an interesting time to be in real estate, where it's a good time to buy and it's a good time to sell. So if you have any questions about real estate, we'd love to answer them. So again, this is Jimmy I'm the team leader of the CLT Life Home Team at Costello Real Estate and Investments. And I also run the CLT Life lifestyle website, where we try to get out and get to know people in the community, get to know small business owners, local business owners, share their stories, talk about their businesses, and tell you about communities and things to do in and around the Charlotte area, and even outside the Charlotte area throughout the Carolinas. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next video.